Good evening, everybody. Just wanted to make a video real quick today to go through and give some Corvette news throughout this week that's kind of piled up. Right away, though, I am going to say I just got done seeing a video from Rick Conti, Corvette Conti, and he just announced, I don't know where his source was, but generally, I don't think he's just going to make something up. But he just announced that due to how many Z06s are queued for production right now, that they are going to stop taking orders until after the first of the year, simply because the supply chain issues are too much and they can't get parts. And which it does make sense to me, because if these cars are so expensive anyway, everybody's wanting exactly what they want for the most part, and the constraints are just making it horrible. I mean, the 3% Z07, it's just really bad. So it sounds like they're going to try to regroup. I don't know if they're going to try to get different suppliers or whatever. I mean, that would be what I would think, to try to get additional suppliers to get some of these parts. We'll see what happens. But he did mention that in the second half of the start of 23, that they are going to try to ramp up and have a higher percentage of Z06s instead of the whole 10% of C8. So we'll see what happens there. But other news for Corvette this week, obviously the Bowling Green plant was shut down this week. It'll be back up and going after Labor Day. So, that's some news. There's also rumor that the plant tours are going to start back up in November, which that's really cool. The last time they had an actual live public plant tour was like June 2017. That was around the time that they redid the facility, added the new paint facility and all of that. And then with COVID, it's been shut down. Plus with C8 production, they had it all shut down. Everything was top secret. So that's going to be starting back up. So that's cool. Z06 Top Speed was released this week. So there's a lot of, mumbling about this. The non-Z07 car top speed is 195 miles per hour. The Z07 top speed is 189 miles per hour. It doesn't sway my decision at all on getting a car or not. I mean, obviously this news about them not accepting orders until after the first year, that's going to delay my order immediately. Because my dealer, we've only gotten one round of allocation so far. I know my dealer was hoping to get around 3 cars at least before the first of the year. So we'll see. I don't know what'll happen on that. Hopefully if those orders are in, they'll still accept them, but we'll see. But, in my Z01 or the previous Z06 that I had, the C7, I think 160 was the top speed that I'd win on in both of those. So, 189, 190, I'm fine with either. 195, I'm fine with either one of those. It doesn't affect me any. But I understand people out there that, benchmark racers or people that really are track focused. They may, be really upset about that. There's still no build and price on the Chevrolet.com website as of right now. Maybe that'll change soon once some cars come out. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Edge red paint constraints. So what's happened is there was an explosion and fire at a vendor's plant where that edge red paint parts are painted and everything. And I guess it's a trademarked process or color, so I guess they don't have anybody else that can do that. That's kind of crazy to me. You'd think they could just substitute a color that's similar to it or something. But I guess the plant doesn't know when they're going to pick up, get ramp production back up to be able to handle that. But just a little note, my dealer told me that they had a 70th anniversary Stingray allocation, and they tried to, they entered it into their system, but it kicked back out, and it's because of the edge red paint, the calipers. Well, what they was able to do was go in and uncheck the edge red caliper and change it to a different color caliper. And then GM's workbench actually accepted the order. So if there's anybody out there that's trying to get a 70th anniversary, maybe you guys try that. I've already heard some horror stories about wheels. I guess they ran out of certain rear wheels, and so they just put whatever mismatched rear wheels on the cars to get them rolled out of the plant. So now they're having to go back and get, replace those with the correct wheels. I think the same deal with the calipers probably. So, it's a nightmare. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, I'm sure Chevrolet and GM, they don't want this to happen. I mean, anybody that's totally bashing them, look, they're not trying to make this happen. They're at the whim of their supplier. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Another point of note, GM did reverse course somewhat on the how long you have to keep the Z06 before selling it to still retain the factory warranty. So it was mentioned that you had to keep the car a year, and then after keeping the car a year, they would give you the equivalent of $5,000 worth of GM reward points that you could use on either accessories or to pay down on your payment if you was financed through GM Financial. So that was a year. Now they are reducing that to 6 months. I've also heard that does include the $5,000 reward point, voucher, even if you keep the car just the 6 months. So that's kind of cool if you're financed through GM Financial, which a lot of people are going to go through their own bank anyway. So that's not going to, I guess, as long as you get a good enough rate through GM Financial, even if you paid for a lot of it cash and just wanted to finance a little bit just to get that $5,000, it'd be worth it. But that's everybody's decision on their own. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of go through, and a lot of this news I've either found from Corvette Blogger, Rick Conti's page, Brink of Speed's page, Horsepower Obsessed page. Just wanted to kind of throw out some of the bigger ones that I do watch. And I know there's a lot of you guys on there. I go to a lot of the live videos and see a lot of you. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you appreciate the content, please give me a like. Please give me a subscribe. I would much appreciate it. I do have enough subscribers to have my channel monetized, but I'm still about 1,500 hours away this year from reaching that 4,000 hour threshold. So I still got a little ways to go. But as I get content, I will continue to post it. This Sunday, rain or shine, I am going to be going to our local Caffeine and Octane car show. I plan on getting a lot of footage for that. I would try to do a live video broadcast on that, but I don't know how. The problem with doing live broadcasts with your mobile phone is you just can't really, it's hard to see who's on and conversate while you're trying to record. So I don't know how well that would work. I have to see if Life with Wendy, my wife, if she's going to go. If she goes, maybe she can do a live one and I can do just a recording one, or vice versa, have her record me live. But I don't know. At least I'm going to record it, though, because I know last month there was a lot of cars. I tried to get everything. I know I didn't get everything, but I'll try to get everything this month. And also the theme this month is slammed and lifted, so there should be some really cool cars and trucks. I mean, depending on the weather, it is supposed to rain Sunday, but I'm hoping it's going to be like afternoon, because this show is from 9 to 12 p.m. So we'll see what happens. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and like I said, if you don't mind, give me a like, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.